The little things I had you zoomed in on were hackberries. They're it's a tree that grows all over the state of Texas and other places, I'm sure. These things are looked for by chickens, squirrels, rats, raccoons, possums, foxes, me. My grandson will come out here, pick these off the tree and eat them. They're food. They're cheap, they're easy, they're free. That's not what we're doing today. We're going to use these to get some yeast so we can make bread. It's really simple to do. Stay with me. Now, it's a propane can, or tank. Calm down. Harvesting the yeast is actually really easy. It grows on everything. It grows on the twigs, the berries, everything. I've got 2 jars. This is warm water, regular tap water. If you live in the city and you try this, you probably want to use bottled water or something, or at the very least you're going to want to filter it, because yeast is a bacteria and chlorine that they put in your water is designed to kill that stuff, and you want it to grow. So it's real high-tech hillbilly redneck stuff. This is a old grape jelly jar, and this is a pickle jar. I cleaned them out. I put them about a little over half full of water each one. Real careful measurements there. I put a tablespoon of sugar in both. Mixed it up. That gives the yeast something to eat. The reason for it not being cold water is yeast grows. This stuff's all dormant right now. We're trying to wake it up. This process takes a couple of days. Let's go ahead and harvest it. I mean, after you get this, you just literally take the berries and drop them in the jar. We're going to take some off of this tree, and then we're going to go 50, 60 yards that away to another tree, and we're going to harvest off of that. I'm trying to shoot a YouTube video and my dog's tree something back there in the pasture. So after I get through with that, we'll be back. I gotta go. Life on the farm. We'll go with you. Take y'all with. See what happens. This is my dog's regular path for her circuit. Sadie's not real good at this. She gets it treed, she barks and sounds off, and then she gets quiet. If it weren't for Hank, used to be Hyde backing her up and letting me know. Big old freaking bobcat. We'll use the grape jar for the one closest. Literally, and don't worry about getting twigs. That's all you need. Just a few twigs and berries and stuff, and The yeast will grow off of those. Number next. Okay, this one's maybe 30 yards from that other one. We still got fruit on it, not as much as that one though. There's our fearless dog. The critter causing the trouble is not causing the trouble anymore. Less to pick from. Y'all hear that crow? He wants to know what I'm doing to his tree. There's the same thing, just warm water and sugar and something with yeast on it, and now we let it grow. We've captured our yeast. Now we just have to wait. It's going to take a couple of 3 days for this stuff to grow enough yeast for us to use it. We've got to make sure that the lid's not on there too tight, but we've also got to make sure the lid's on there. We don't want anything mold or anything weird getting in here with our yeast. We want this to be just yeast. The water and the sugar and the absence of outside air should allow us, or should allow the yeast to take over and dominate this environment. Then the only thing growing in this water will be yeast, and that will be what we use to make our bread. I will make a loaf of bread from each one of these. Again, I will use my own wheat to do so, and we'll see how it turns out. Crow's still mad because I was back there picking berries off his tree. Y'all stick around and we'll check into the bread, but that's it. That's in a nutshell. That's how you get the yeast. The follow through is, you know, making sure, keeping an eye on it, making sure you don't let it get cold, making sure that it's able to vent. After a couple of days, if you want to add more sugar to it to make sure that it's got plenty to eat, you can do that. You don't want to starve your yeast to death. I'm not a yeast guru. I learned this from the internet. I got some really cool subscribers that when they find something they think I will think is cool, they'll send me a link. Chipper 66 is one of them. 80 Near is one of them. Now I'm pulling a blank on all the other people that have sent me links. You people, they're on Patreon too. My patrons are better than anybody else's Patreon. That's just a fact. There'll be a little clip in here. I don't know if y'all already saw a little clip or if I'm going to throw it in now. But dogs on the homestead, a good dog on the homestead is a must. And Sadie Bird, that's going to be hard to beat that one. But maybe you'll get lucky. God bless y'all. Y'all still alive. Don't die.